Okay, so we begin this week. You have all managed to sneak your way into the burgomaster's home here in the village of Erasnu. Um, he had left town, and you I forget exactly what prompted you to so desperately want to check out his residence, other than there have been rumors and even a few other treasure hunters in the area recently searching for some vague artifact that they couldn't define any more than that. Um, so I think that's really what brought you here into the Burgomaster's Mansion. Let me, I guess, move your token over here since this is where you are here in the village. Um, you,
I mean, he also killed the one woman, so it's worth investigating.
yes, he did execute Alina for the crime of being quote unquote cursed by the moon, which I think it was an eloquent way of saying that she was a werewolf.
Eloquent murderer.
Right. So, somebody remind me. I forget exactly how you managed to get your way into the house. Somebody made their way in and opened a window, but I forget who it was that made their way in and how.
That was me.
It was. I thought it was
I think Everett
because
snuck in.
I remember some trepidation about sending you in alone again.
But so Everett has never gotten in trouble sneaking in alone. I don't understand.
Is it?
Hey, listen,
have
the
you-
last time we sent Everett in anywhere, well, I should say Evie, Silas got some really cool eyes, so I mean, was it a loss? Was it really a loss?
A net gain. Net
Evie,
gain.
I don't understand
Now-
the Evie thing.
Here's
Oh, I
the
know.
thing. Yeah, it's cool. Didn't want it to happen though. So
Unplanned.
let's avoid having me go through the list of dark powers until I eventually get my own domain.
You would have to start committing a lot of murders, and even then, would have
Following Evie is gonna have that happen.
to. I guess the potential is there.
Oh, there's a lot of potential for that, yeah.
All right, so
Evie's-
so again, you've snuck into this house. Well, let me. I don't even know the time. Let me check the time here. All right, so we're still in the morning hours here, and so the description of the main floor is that it is warm and inviting. The inside of the home is decadent, and the furniture is adorned with many flourishes and rich, deep, vibrant colors. And there is the faint scent of spices and well-oiled leather filling the air. Let's take a quick look at your perceptions. I think, if memory serves, Chove and Shantala are super sleuths in that category. And between the two of you, you can decide which one gets credit. You notice a draft coming up from a footlocker that sits at the where is it? At the end, there's a well-dressed canopy bed with a footlocker at its base, and you can feel this draft coming up from inside the footlocker.
At the base of a bed, did you say?
Right.
Open it.
So, is it locked?
No, the footlocker is unlocked.
Okay, well, I'll open it up then.
Everett's backing up.
Inside, there is a few personal effects of relatively high value. Let me go ahead and post. I'll just post the text here on Roll20. And you have. That's all that's in chest.
Any idea where the breeze is coming from?
Everett's going to look underneath.
So you futz around with the bottom, and it pulls free, revealing a trap door that leads down into a cellar.
Just like
The
Goonies.
trap door looks like it hasn't been used in ages.
It must be a pretty big foot locker.
Big enough.
We could fit into it.
Yep. Going down through it.
And it looks like it hasn't been used in a while.
Yes, that is correct.
So that's probably not where the artifact that we're looking for is. But do you guys want to go down there anyway? Or should we look for the artifact upstairs first?
I agree with
I think
that.
we should be careful.
Is there anyone else in the house?
No, there is guards outside the front door and back door.
We paid them off. They're not.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right, yeah,
they.
we did
The
pay
back
them
door.
off.
If I said they left, then I guess then they're gone.
Yeah. Because they went to go over to the bar.
You know what? I
right.
Now that you say that, I recall saying something to the effect of they're going to spend their money. That is ringing a bell. So we'll say they are absent.
So is there anything else that looks like it might contain the artifact?
My doubt is to go downstairs.
You spend a few minutes looking around, and nothing is jumping out at you as being particularly artifacty.
Okay. Well,
There's there's clothes, there's bottles of liquor, there's overstuffed pillows on the bed, oil paintings, but
Everett's going to go and lock the back door that we can't. Anyone?
there is a cellar. You know that there definitely is a cellar to this place. It had an entrance from the outside, but you just found the entrance to it from the inside as well.
so is this just one big room, this house?
Effectively, they didn't bother detailing anything of a map, and literally, they give the main floor description, and that is what I've given you, and that's
Okay.
about the extent of it. And then everything else is in the cellar.
Okay, well, I guess we should go downstairs.
Okay. Let's go first.
I don't want to go first.
I'll go first.
Excellent.
Okay, so you maneuver your way down through this footlocker, you're clearing dust and cobwebs from the steps as you go down. As I said, nobody has used this entrance for some time. Everything down here is dry, covered in a thin layer of dust, but otherwise well kept. It is dimly lit by the faint glow of light coming through the floorboards above. There are many crates and boxes of various shapes and sizes littering the floor in a semi-organized manner. You can see the small ventilation opening that is barred with iron. Let's see, the cellar door that is normally used as the entrance. From when you were outside, it's currently buried beneath the snow. Is there anything else down here? The cellar door is secured with a lock. You can see that.
I mean,
Inside the cellar, here we go. Inside the cellar are 2 casks of ale, several dozen bottles of wine of various ages and origins, and dozens of crates containing various valuable items that the burgomaster has hoarded over the years. Some of the crates seem to be in disarray, as if hastily moved or rummaged through recently. The air in this cellar is crisp and rife with the smell of age. Unless noted, all of the crates are shut but not sealed, so they don't require any force to open.
Well, I think we should try to leave as little signs that we were here as possible.
right, perhaps my form of door persuasion isn't useful here.
Yeah, but can we tell? We can tell which ones look like they've been recently disturbed.
Yes.
I feel like maybe we could open a couple.
I agree. Pick one. The one on top. Assume there's one.
I'm sorry, you broke up a little bit there. What did you say?
I was going to open the one that's on top.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d12. All right, number 4. So you find that the crate is full of lavish, oversized clothing cut to fit a man of the burgomaster's figure.
I try one on. How's it look?
Oh, it's smashing.
Ridiculous.
Big, it's a little bit big for me.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
All right.
Oh,
You
well,
want to try
okay.
one?
Yeah, I'll try it. I was about to say I actually kind of want to keep the clothes if I can.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nothing stopping you at this time.
Oh yeah, because I am as a Fearbolg, I get disguise self, and I can actually make myself shorter, which is really cool. So I can, if we're in a pickle, turn myself into the burgomaster.
Impersonate the burgomaster.
Oh,
very
good.
Good
Okay,
idea
here,
to
this
have a
looks-
spare set of clothing.
So
I'd like
if we
to
need
grab
to.
a bottle of wine. I'll grab a bottle of wine. This will be.
So that was just the contents of one crate, but as I said, there are over a dozen.
Like a D12's worth.
Right.
Standing
well,
the
I'll
mechanics of
open
this.
one.
Go ahead and roll it if you want to open one. We can have it be a group activity.
Oh,
I opened that one already. Try another one.
Right, Shantala, you found another crate of clothes.
oh.
Here, why don't I roll a d12? Oh,
You guys are boring. You keep finding more clothes. There's a lot of clothes.
Oh, could I try and find some clothing?
No whammies.
No, I'm gonna see what. Let's see. What do I get? 7.
All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you find. Okay, you find a crate that is contains various types of spirits.
Well, this is almost entirely useless.
They all smell of strong liquor.
I have one.
Oh, I'm taking
No.
one.
We're
Two.
not giving the child whiskey.
Space Bear,
Um,
you find some booze too.
Ooh.
Spare, you can give me a bottle, right?
So-
I take the bottle out of Evie's hands before they could even do anything.
So it feels like
See, Everett's starting to get a
Burgermaster-
ting.
the Burgermaster is not involved with the alleged artifact or the silver box or whatever it is.
Rumor.
Let's open another couple boxes.
I'll try one.
Oh, there you go. There's a good one. So you stumble across a set of crates that seemingly contain the personal effects of a wide range of different people. There are children's dolls, keepsakes, family crests, jewelry, deeds, and the like. Inside of this box is a large hat box tied closed with a wide red ribbon.
Out the hat box.
I'm sorry.
I pull out the hat box.
Okay.
Show it to the group. Look, found a hat box. I usually
Look at
wear a
the
hat.
hat.
Anybody wants it?
Why don't you open it?
Okay. I open the hat box.
Okay.
Well, initially-
1 second.
Maybe it's got a feather on it.
Okay. Oh, damn, that's not as funny if it rolls to the GM. Never mind. So you open up the box, and it is disappointingly empty, save for a note.
Tell them I'm like, ripped off her feet by the hen so long ago. Like this powder box that will eventually succumb to the ravages of their love eternally echo out the land as one final beacon.
Yeah, that didn't turn out so well.
What does that all mean?
Who do we know who Tatiana's dearest friend was?
There's no indication necessarily, no.
We don't know that from any of the stories we've heard.
No, the only thing, the von Zarovich name, of course, Strahd von Zarovich is the ruler of this dread domain, but this
Right.
references a Sergei von Zarovich. So it mentions Tatiana and Sergei.
Well, we knew that like she fell in love with his brother, and that's like what sent him over the edge.
Right.
But we don't know who her friend is.
It's the Burgum Master, whatever his name.
His name is Ivan Randovich.
I didn't find anything useful. Sorry, at least it's a nice love note. Wouldn't know about those kinds.
Let's get a round of investigation checks. Nice
I'm
one.
not good at that.
Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see only one fail and 5 successes, so we're gonna give them all to you. there are small bird footprints in the dust throughout the room and near the small cellar window. And there are human-sized footprints that can be found around some of the crates, particularly the ones that bore less valuables than others. There is still a thick, undisturbed coat of dust on the ladder that leads from the trapdoor to the ceiling, but you already knew that. You saw that on the way down.
You said there were bird prints?
Yes, bird footprints in the dust throughout the room and near the small cellar window. And human-sized ones around some of the crates, particularly ones that seem to contain less stuff now than maybe they once did.
Ah, so maybe we should talk to our raven friends.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, long. Want to try any other boxes, or maybe there's nothing?
Up to you guys.
You want to go through? Do you just want to go through everything? Do you want to take a peek inside every single box just to cover all your bases?
Sure, why not?
You can. All right, there is a little bit of treasure to be found. Eventually, in one of them, you find this.
Maybe we should leave the bag.
Oh,
If
and
it was a sack, I would have taken it.
you also find 3 potions of healing.
Oh,
Those
that's
are useful to have.
always nice.
Cool.
There are human prints down here with the bird print. Possible somebody was a bird. That's what you want the raven for. Bird's catching up.
Yeah, the rare raven.
I was just to say, I can make a nature check to confirm that they're raven, little foots, imprints.
You can tell if they're chickens or ravens, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
There
Yeah, go
could be
ahead and
Sure,
roll.
why not?
crows.
Just an excuse to use the nature skill.
It's tough to say. It's either definitely a raven, or it's
An ostrich.
an ostrich, right? It's just a baby ostrich. It's one or the other. A baby ostrich or a raven.
The ostrich might be an emu.
Right.
Be.
But that is
Nothing else down
the
here.
extent of what you find in the cellar.
All right, let's go on.
Upstairs. Let's go first. It's terrified of going.
I thought Silas always went first, or Valmo.
Yeah. They're really tough guys.
I'll live.
Valmo has a very hard shell, but he's very soft underneath.
Right, so are we going back up?
Turtle humor.
Back up. Amo, you lead.
Yep. I'll head back upstairs, making sure the coast is clear.
I'm going to go ahead and advance the game clock. We'll say 2 hours. It took you a little bit of time to go through everything thoroughly. So you spent some time in there, but that only makes it at noon.
Upstairs? That's the
Maybe we should go to the inn.
These 7 tables?
Oh yeah, and have some lunch.
Yeah. It's a good place
See who's there.
good place to pick up on gossip, the tavern, right?
Right.
I can't disagree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Fancy says.
something to. It's with. You didn't see the bottle. Shh. For a while, all of a sudden, I have the taste for alcohol.
We should sell all that booze we got to the innkeeper. I bet he's got some cash.
Good idea. I was going to keep one bottle for my.
Hell yeah.
Let's get if we head over to the inn. Let's get everybody to roll a d10 to see what kind of villager rumors you pick up on.
I am oblivious to everything.
All right. All right. So Silas, I'll just start from Silas and go straight down. No surprise to you, you've learned the burgomaster is out of town, and the villagers, many of them believe that he holds their family heirlooms and goods, but none of them believe they can gain access to his home because he's hired too many thugs to patrol it. Shantala, you learn something about this newcomer to town. His name is Arik. He wears this wolfskin cap, and he seems to only speak with Falar Espen. He's the fellow who owns the Eyes of Midnight. It's a little shop that sells curiosities, nothing of practical use, but all sorts of trinkets and whatnot. And this Arik seems to only speak with Filar, and he avoids everyone else. And some say that he smells awful. He's some kind of wild man. Space Bear, you have picked up on that there have been other outsiders in the village recently asking about the artifact, but they always seem to either go missing or leave shortly after arriving in town.
Wonder if that scares some other adventurers off hearing that.
One very drunk local says that he could have sworn that he saw one of his family heirlooms for sale in Filar's shop, the Eyes of Midnight. And that's the extent of what you're able to get useful information out of the tavern.
Nobody has any idea where people are getting the information about the artifact that's bringing them?
Um, no. The villagers certainly don't have any indication of what it is. Perhaps somebody has been hiring adventurers to seek out something. Um, it it could be. Um, I strain to think of other explanations, but it would seem that somebody's looking for it and maybe is spreading word. Hoping to increase the chances that it's found, maybe.
Anybody know where?
Where what?
Where the burgomaster went? How long he'll be gone?
He will be back. Um, is it? I'm not sure if it's tonight. I don't know exactly when he's back. Let me look and remind myself of the sequence of events here. Yeah, I don't quite remember when he'll be back, and maybe it's not clear to anybody else either when exactly he'll be back.
But he knows where he went.
Yeah, he went to Valaki.
So, well, we know that has in fact, if he didn't steal them himself, he does have people's heirlooms, it would appear, in his cellar.
Yes.
Heirloom was
Heirlooms that we now carry.
I don't know about that.
I don't know that you took everything from the. You didn't have any villagers in particular petition you for anything specific, so.
No.
Go to the shop.
Yeah.
Eyes of Midnight?
Yeah.
Yes.
Eyes of Midnight. We got to stop them.
There's also a trading post.
Oh, do we?
Trade before we stop them.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just looking through our little treasury and trying to find a cute little oddity we can maybe trade with. Do we still have that like bear or that wolf that you hug and then it turns?
I'm not remembering a wolf.
Like there was like a little like it was a Blinksky, is that his name?
A stuffed animal kind of thing. Gotcha.
Yeah, it was like a
Gotcha.
little stuffed wolf, and it's like cute, and then you hug it, and then it like shows its teeth. I think was the gimmick.
That rings a bell, right? Right.
I have that. How do I have that? I would have never taken a stuffed werewolf.
We've
So
had this conversation before that your sister. We also have the wedding dress, but I don't think a wedding dress is an oddity.
That's a
like
priceless artifact.
So I meant to mention
ventriloquist dummy.
that trading post, the Vaduva trading post, that was actually the former residence of Laszlo and Alina. They were Laszlo and Alina Vaduva. So that is presumably abandoned now. I didn't want to move you prematurely. Did you? So you were at the tavern. Did you? Was it clear where your next destination was? What the consensus was? Eyes of Midnight or the Vaduva Trading Post?
I mean, what do we have? Like, what do we have so far? haven't really been able to interact because of all the work going on. But what do we have so far from our investigation?
The burgomaster definitely had some fairly family heirlooms that he had confiscated. Somebody, apparently a shape-shifting were-raven, had breached the security by going in through the cellar window, and apparently took his stuff. And other people at the tavern said that they have seen said stuff for sale at the Eyes of Midnight,
Then,
owned by Filar.
then perhaps we should go to the Eyes of Midnight and just have a talk.
That's where I think we.
Well, it's turned back. I can mute myself again.
All right, so there's a carved birch sign depicting a close-up of a raven's head with pupils painted to look like the full moon, hanging above the doorstep of this wooden shop. And it reads, "The Eyes of Midnight, Baubles and Beyond." I believe I might even have a handout for this. I might have levied my Photoshop skills at this. Let me see. Oh, I know where it is. It's in locations. The village of Araz near the Eyes of Midnight. Here it is.
Of a raven. And right now,
What's that?
it's during the day.
Yes.
Then shop is open.
So as you enter the shop, the jingle of the doorbell does not seem to interrupt the tall man who runs the shop from casually bantering with a young man wearing a wolfskin cap. The man in the hat has just exchanged some jewelry and a few small hand tools for a short crate.
Exchanged it for what?
A small crate.
Crate. Oh.
Yeah. And again, this transaction seems to be wrapping up as you enter the shop.
Well, I'm just going to look around.
Are there any musical instruments?
There's a music box.
Does it play?
Fancy will take a look.
As you get close to Arik, he becomes twitchy and begins to make for the exit. And again, you're catching a whiff of that smell, that horrid smell that you heard some of the villagers mention.
So is it like natural body odor smell? Like someone who hasn't bathed, or is it something else?
Let's see. Let's see what it is. It's reminiscent of meat left out for too long.
Oh. Well, I wouldn't know what that smells like.
Let's we can
Okay.
get active perception checks too.
Yeah, I was about to say I want to make a perception check now that you said meat that's been out for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Silas.
Apparently, I see everything.
So you are definitely picking up on an aura of cold about him as well.
I just pop a divine sense quickly.
Um, it's not revealing anything.
Okay. Sorry, he's got an aura of what?
Cold.
He's just cold. Is the room cold, or is it just him?
It's him.
Okay. Is there anywhere... I don't want to cast a spell where he can see me. But I want to cast Detect Magic. Are there any parts of the store where he'd have particularly poor vision from where he is?
Say again. What about his vision?
I want to cast a spell, but I don't want him to know that I'm casting the spell.
Okay.
Are there any parts of his store where he can't really see that well?
Well, I guess for a lot of the spells you'd have to maintain line of sight, but if you wanted to, I mean, yeah, he's got a crowded shop. It's packed full of shiny baubles.
And there's like some shells in that.
Right. So let's say you can make a stealth check, and we'll see how good you do.
Okay, I'm not particularly good at stealth because I'm literally wearing heavy armor, but let's fucking go. 5.
Okay.
I'm just sort of like looking at some stuff on the shelf.
So as you cast, they catch sight and Filar. Um, he's a tall, thin man with a long, crooked nose and other pointed features with thick black hair. He dresses primarily in black and dark shades of gray. He has dark, beady eyes and bony fingers. He's skittish and seems to constantly be assessing his surroundings by moving in abrupt, jerky motions while doing so. So he catches sight of you, and he just points his finger. You, no spell casting in the store.
I apologize, but something just seemed off. Just wanted to make sure. Do I see anything with Detect Magic? Because I'm just going to maintain concentration.
So you're casting Detect Magic?
I already cast it.
Okay,
I mean, he can tell me to stop, but I've already done it.
got it.
You cannot undo what I've done.
I don't think. Yes, yeah, I guess you would. You're getting it from Eric's direction.
What type of magic is it?
Illusion?
Illusion. Okay. So is it him, or is it just something on him?
Both.
Both. And Eric is... I'm just gonna look at the player handout, see if I can find an Eric.
I don't think I have one.
Could you describe him to me again, then, please?
You got it. I don't. There's no handouts or anything like that. But
Yeah.
you know what? I'll give you. I'll give you something. Hold on.
You. I just need to know why this person has illusion magic.
The shop owner, right?
No, Eric isn't the shop owner. Eric's just, I think it's another customer.
The
They
wolf
want-
hat guy.
Yeah.
So he's got a wolfskin cap on. He smells like ass, and he looks like this.
That's quite the look.
So the hat is like a wolf head?
Yes.
Is that
So
the
he's
back?
already.
Lovely.
I was about to ask. So is he already out the door, or is he still in the shop?
He is making a hasty exit. So he is.
Okay.
We'll put him at the door and going
At
through it
the
at
door.
the moment, right?
Okay. Well, if he passes by Cho, I think she'll take notice of the wolfskin hat, and she'll definitely go, "Wow, that's a really good skin. How, try asking him questions about it, because she can admire any of the, fur traders and the handiwork as a ranger.
Right, right.
I think also just to stop him and maybe hopefully not scare him so much.
Yeah, he says, I found the hat. I don't know.
Oh,
All right. Good day, ma'am.
oh well,
Bye.
disappointing. I would have paid you for your work. That's a mighty fine hat.
Sorry. Can't help you.
All right. And I
We were
don't
here
have any
more important.
spells.
Yeah.
Wait. Quick question about Hunter's Mark.
Ooh.
Can I
yes.
use it to track someone?
That's part of the purpose of the spell.
It is. Okay, I'm just rereading it. It's been a week.
Yeah, let me see. So you can make it last up to an hour.
Alright, yeah.
Follow him?
And you have advantage on any perception or survival check made to find it.
Mm-hmm. Alright, as I guess, if he rushes out the door, I will make a note to Hunter's Mark him,
Okay. All
in
right.
case
So
we want to
you're
talk to him later.
concentrating on that. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Meet myself in a second, but if someone would like to talk to the owner of this establishment about the items.
The more you observe Falar, the more you notice his movements are somewhat bird-like. He cocks his head and bobs it gently as he walks. Let's get that nature check. It actually calls for a nature check here.
Oh no. Does anyone? I'm just very curious. Does anyone else have a decent nature check? Because I'm surprised it's not higher. It's just 2 for me.
My nature is 0.
Mine's
That was
4.
mine.
It's mine. All took very little intelligence.
Yeah.
I can give you inspiration on your check,
I've got a 4 for nature.
I believe.
Ooh,
Wow.
winner.
Yeah.
Does that work on a nature check?
Sure, it does.
Yeah, I'll just roll in case. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Where did you want to do the
I might as
inspiration?
well. It's what again now at this level? It's a D8. Yeah, it's a D8.
Yeah,
Okay,
it is.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. What?
15 is enough, though. That's all you needed was 15. So if we add that 1 to Space Bear's 14.
All right.
And so you're putting together that Filar may in fact be the were-raven that you're looking for.
Oh, so he's stealing the heirlooms from the burgomaster and selling them on the sly, it sounds like.
Smart.
From everybody. Like a magpie? Those birds are.
Yep, that's what I was just thinking. Probably collecting for himself.
I guess the burgomaster doesn't come in here much.
That's what you say? He kind of nervously rubs the back of his neck and he'd visit my little old store. No, no. Why? He's got plenty of stuff.
Yeah. Is there any jewelry?
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's a shiny thing. With a burgomaster logo on it. On it.
Say again, you broke up there?
Hey, what is wrong with my... I don't know if there's anything with the burgomaster or something that marks it as his.
No, nothing that belongs to the burgomaster. No, or nothing that you have any indication belongs to the burgomaster just by the look of it.
That's an interesting shop. Where do you get most of your goods from?
Private, private dealers and transactions. People come in and fall on hard times and want to get a little coin for an old heirloom.
Really? Some of those heirlooms wouldn't happen to belong to anybody important in this village, would they?
Oh, I wouldn't know about anything like that.
Got him red-headed.
I don't mean to be rude, but you're very bad at lying.
Yet so often it happens.
Hey, I saved that. When I saved that woman's life.
Did.
I did.
Forever was on his knees crying. Saved her.
Which is very odd for you to do.
Anyways.
Are there any nice, like, dangly earrings?
Sure, yeah.
I'll buy something. Because I'll buy something and make it feel like we're just here,
I've already called the guy out on his lies.
Yeah, I mean, call it one gold piece for those earrings.
Okay.
Can we trade? Anything that we did for us, so you don't have to pay.
You guys have got some stuff.
I'll
Where
show
exactly
him.
is he in the shop? Because I might as well. I don't have the subtlety of the rest of the party, and I was just gonna zone of truth this guy to get the information out of him.
He is behind the counter of his store.
And how much space is behind that counter?
Not very much.
Okay. Look, if we're just gonna stand here, we're not gonna get what we actually came here for.
Would like to find that. Might trade my medallion.
Oh, no, I don't think that's a good idea.
That's not necessary.
What did we come here to do? I thought, did we have a...
I cast Zone of Truth.
Looking to
I
see
said no
if the
spellcasting. Get out!
Look, we know you were in the basement of the burgomaster's house. We saw the tracks.
Yeah, well, that's admitting that we broke in as well. So we're like, we can
My
hardly...
patience is...
We paid our way in.
Yeah, we didn't break in. They let us in.
Listen, we're not here to necessarily hurt your business. We're not here to punish you or anything. We just want to talk. We just want to get some info right now because kind of stepped into something here, and we're trying to fix it. So, I don't know if this helps, but we are friends with the what is it called? Oh my god! Wow. With what are they called? The feather.
The were-ravens.
The
What
Society
is
of the Feather.
We are friends of the Society of the Feather, so please understand, we are not here to ruin your day unless
You
you...
just want information.
Yeah.
Right. So, Philar made his saving throw against your Zone of Truth spell.
That's fine.
But upon your mention of the society, he chastises you and keep your voices down when talking of that such things. Lord Strahd actively has his agents hunting us. I've lived here for many years in peace, and I'd like to continue to do so.
Then answer our questions and we'll leave.
What questions are those?
Well, why were you in his manor? Was it just to steal trinkets?
His trinkets does better in my shop than just collecting dust in his basement for all eternity.
The one that you took from a hat box. I don't know.
That is you're going right for that. All right. So I'm just
Here for me to be the subtle one, apparently.
right. He says yeah, the powder box. That was what was in there, a lady's powder box. What's it to you?
It happens to belong to someone we know, actually. Or was a gift to someone we know.
Well, it was sitting in
What'd
the
you do with it?
Burgomaster's basement, and I liberated it.
Is it still here?
Nope.
Somebody buy it?
Maybe they did. What's it to you?
Oh, we might buy it back. Buy it, from them.
I don't know why so many people interested in a damn lady's powder box.
What do you mean so many people?
People got peculiar tastes, I tell you.
Okay,
Who else has been asking?
the person who shall not be named, the man who has, made this land the land that it is, if he found out that you had this box, he would not be happy. Let's just leave it at that. So when we ask you to tell us who took the box, we're doing it not necessarily for our sake, but also for your sake.
So, Philar says that I wouldn't betray the confidentiality of a customer. How would you feel if some big brute came looking for you a couple days from now and I spilled the beans on you? I wouldn't be in business long if I betrayed my customers like that.
I mean, look at us. What could any brute do to us?
To my friend's little collection on his belt here.
Right.
You see this new edition?
You might recognize his face.
Yeah. Especially considering your lineage, you may recognize our friend here, pointing to Baba Yaga
Yes.
and Baba Lysaga, and just being like, I think we can handle ourselves. We appreciate the concern, but when I promise you that we are looking for this because it has to do with some really important stuff, let's just say your life will probably not be so comfortable if anyone else finds out that you once had that box. The next couple people coming to look for it will not be so kind.
All right. Laszlo spills the beans and says that that smelly son of a bitch, Eric, he he was all about having it. I don't understand it,
Oh, he's writhed in
but he
illusion
just bought it.
magic, so it might not be Eric. When I cast that first spell, it was to detect magic. I was more curious about you because you're incredibly cold, but Eric himself is covered in it.
No, it was Eric who was cold. I'm sorry if I mixed up the names.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think Eric is who he says he is. And I think that's worth looking into.
Does your hunter's mark still work?
He just
So
came in town yesterday, and he he was all about finding this powder box thing. I didn't even know what a powder box was before before this guy showed up. But he was all about it. And when I had it, he paid. I charged him an exorbitant price, and he gladly paid it. I thought I was pulling one over on him.
So why did he come back today?
That's what he was doing. He was buying the box.
Oh, just now?
Yep.
Oh,
It's Misty.
All right, well, let's go have a talk with him then.
do you know where he's staying?
no, we don't need to ask him any more questions. I've got hunter's mark on him, so I can literally just track him.
Oh, right.
Literally just air tag him right now.
Fantastic.
Thinking.
Alright, thank you for your time.
All right. I'm just reading up here, part 3.
Do you think that could be Strahd?
Unlikely. Perhaps just one of his vampire minions. And then again, I didn't get an aura of undead off of him either, so...
Oh, right, right.
So your hunter's mark is putting him down in the direction of the Viduva trading post down here.
Uh-oh, he might be trying to leave.
We probably want to check that place out anyway.
Might as well.
Off we go.
Let's roll.
So as you're going along, they're all not marked on the map. There are all sorts of little smaller single-room dwellings, and some of the villagers in here begin, peering out their windows at you're going through, and there, some whispers have been going through that you're investigating. Um, you know some of this stuff about the missing heirlooms, and there's soon people in the street asking questions about what this Eric is up to, and why are you following him? Do you think he might be he's doing all sorts of business with Valar. Maybe he's making off with some of their heirlooms, and they start kind of following you as you head down in the direction of the Veduva home. Out of curiosity, it's this kind of mini mob, if you will, of villagers
Parade.
that are right. It's a parade.
We need to lose them.
People are a little stir crazy, and
Not a
they
lot of entertainment.
quickly overreact to anything that seems to threaten the village. So you've got this mob in tow as you head down in that direction.
Don't have like pitchforks and torches or anything.
Say that again, Bob.
They don't have pitchforks and torches.
They're starting to get them.
No.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
we need to lose these people.
Show them Baba Lasaga's head or something.
That's not gonna scare them. I doubt any of them know who she is.
Should we get out of here?
Maybe we need a distraction. I look over at Fancy.
Like a performance of some type.
We gotta bail. Fancy's been in this position before.
Can you do something to convince the crowd? Would they go somewhere else?
Oh, I can do something to him. If you'd like.
We're outrunning them because we're really moving along now.
I'm just saying it's not exactly street legal.
Oh, well, we probably don't want to get into any trouble. I mean, we're likely to anyway, but we may as well keep a low profile as long as possible.
I mean, that would just stop them.
It's fun.
Oh, yeah. And that wouldn't necessarily seem threatening. Right?
The pretty color.
Yeah, it'll give you a 1 minute head start.
Fantastic. It's really all we need.
I can turn invisible and catch up later.
That'd be awesome.
We'll meet up at the Winchester.
Winchester.
Yep.
The what?
Wait till all goes over.
Nobody's ever seen Shaun of the Dead.
No.
What?
No.
Never.
I'm sorry.
I've seen
Go to the
the show.
Winchester, grab a pint, and wait for this whole thing to blow over.
Right.
Thank God.
Sorry, I was a Hot Fuzz person.
You see, now I've never seen Hot Fuzz.
Oh, Hot Fuzz is the best of the three. Shaun is still great.
And now I'm feeling very old. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so the plan is I cast Hypnotic Pattern on the crazy people chasing us.
Okay.
Ah, shit, I can't concentrate on two different things. But I can be 120 feet away. Then I can run and turn invisible.
I mean, the range is only for the initial casting. After that, the spell would have to specify how close it has to stay to a target. So you can just cast that and leave.
Nice.
Yeah, because
All
it's
right, that's what we're doing.
Oh,
I just have to concentrate on it.
Yeah, but it's only there for a minute, so we gotta like sprint.
You look at the colors.
Look at the flowers. But
So-
it's definitely a very 70s esque hypnotic pattern.
Yeah.
Which I just cast.
You there, Dan?
I am. I'm sorry. I was setting up elements on the map here.
Okay.
Oslo's cat.
So this is the old Vaduva home. And this is where your hunter's mark is taking you. You've gotten ahead of the crowd and put some distance between you and them. So you've arrived here first.
Okay. All right, let's not waste any time, and I'm gonna just go for the door.
We have our fallback plan.
All right. So the well, you know what? I have some text description of this. I should read it for you. Let me do that. This simple rectangular home was likely never pristine, and shows definite signs of neglect. The birch boards used for its construction have begun to rot and are broken in many places. A skinny rat scurries between the loose boards, and many bats have taken up residence in the nearby trees. The windows of this now ramshackle home are shuttered and hastily boarded up with driftwood and iron nails.
It was just the building is just condemned.
It looks like the couple spent a lot of time out in the wilderness. Maybe Laszlo and Alina, of course, just recently died out in the woods within the last week or so. So the house, hasn't fallen into this state of disrepair in just that time. But rather, this was the property that they owned. They just didn't spend a ton of time here.
Right,
It
show
wasn't.
is still in there. Is he still?
It wasn't a trading post business then.
No.
That was like regular open.
Maybe at one time, but not any time recently.
Okay.
And if I can open
Through
the
the
door,
shutter.
I'm gonna just walk
Right.
in. Or is the door open freely, or is it also boarded up and?
No. So,
I don't like that token change.
right.
Is that too?
Well, if the door won't open, I would like to make a persuasion check on the door with my foot.
Right. No, the door was unlocked. So when you
Okay.
opened it, you saw a white frantically scooping up a few broken and meager possessions. And upon seeing you, his pain and anguish is apparent.
I have a great idea.
What is the idea?
I can use it because I think whites are a low CR monster, but I could literally do it.
Wait, so it's a white?
Yes.
Is that some kind of ghost thing?
Undead.
It's an undead, right?
Yeah.
Well, then how come your divine sense didn't recognize it?
I'm assuming that the illusion magic prevented the detection.
Right.
could have been disguising himself as something living. Does he look like? Does it look hostile immediately?
No, he more has an appearance of frantic anguish to him. There's a light in his eyes that maybe isn't typical of your average undead.
Interesting.
He seems to be trying to clear out some belongings and make some kind of hasty escape that you are now interrupting.
You wouldn't happen to be? Ah, damn it! I keep forgetting getting the couple's name. It's
Laszlo
the
and
guy's
Alina.
Laszlo. You wouldn't happen to be Laszlo, would you?
Um,
A vengeful undead. It's almost fitting.
I am, and this is my home. Leave me be.
Why were you in such a rush to get that powder box?
That bitch has ordered me to do it.
Which
And
bitch?
you're already too late. I've already delivered it to her.
I'd hate to do this to you because you seem like such a kind person, and I'm gonna use control undead on him.
Okay.
He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
So, and this is literally what it says. If the characters begin to cast a spell or take a combat action,
This is neither a combat action nor a spell. This is a channel divinity.
close enough. Laszlo's body, and it is Laszlo, seemingly rots away in an instant, falling to the floor in a heap, with a gold wedding ring left clattering to the floor.
So
That
he
is
said
damn shame.
it's too late. He already gave it to her.
Yes.
So now we don't
That
know who
bitch.
she is.
That is not the reaction I was expecting.
So he just disappeared. Is basically.
Yes.
You just rotted away.
Yes.
I just fuck. I was really not working because it's not combat action. It's not a spell. It's just control undead.
Well, it's like a spell.
Not really.
Oh,
I mean, you can't.
I know what he's
It
talking
doesn't.
about. Shit.
It
It's
doesn't consume
magical
a spell.
based, right?
It's not. It's not magic. It's divine. It's just a divine power. It's not. It doesn't consume a spell slot. You can't counter it. It's just a divine ability.
Yeah, I have channeled divinity too.
Yeah. Fuck.
Shit. I guess he gave whoever this mysterious person is the box already. Shit.
So should we search the cabin?
See if the white had anything on him that might be useful to us.
And we might go visit a big house, a friend of Alina. Who would she be that he would have had contact with? Thought.
Alina's gone, right? Went to the caves. Their kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Not her.
Hmm.
So you find a couple of things here. You find a lock of light brown curly hair, a woman's wedding ring.
It seemed like their wedding ring.
Right. Additionally, there's a small parchment that has been torn into pieces. With a few minutes and some patience, you piece it back together, and it reads the following.
G.
Do we know anybody in the town whose name starts with G?
Yes, Ovia.
Oh. Well, this will be very interesting. It's a shame that what happened to him. I was really hoping I'd get a friend.
What are we talking about?
Gesture vaguely to the pile of ash.
Yeah.
Some people just can't handle it, I guess. Right, well, let's go talk to this G then.
Well, at this point, the mob has finally caught up with you, and the reflections of dozens of blazing torches dance across the snow as the lynch mob approaches Laszlo's former home. The raucous crowd's roar hits an apex as torch after torch, torch after torch, are thrown and collide with a burst of sparks on the thatch roof, setting it ablaze. Soon, only the crackling of flames can be heard, as the crowd is quickly silenced by the sight of shambling undead that slowly wander out from the surrounding trees and claw their way out from underneath the home.
Could you people just not for 1 minute?
Oh,
I never went over the treasure in this room too. Let me do that. What was in here? I said the wedding ring and stuff. Okay. But in addition to that, you find a wolfskin cap. So before we get into the undead battle outside, let me give you
there you go, Joe.
an item. You might recognize the photo.
Okay, that's the illusion magic was. Okay, so yeah, they literally would stop divine sense. Okay. That is a nasty trick.
And when you wear it, you're disguised as that guy. So it's limited in the number of disguises it can produce.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're going for that very specific disguise, you're in luck.
Right. And the smell is not part of the disguise. The smell, of course, was because he was actually undead.
Did
Right.
we find the powder box?
No.
Okay, so
He said he already gave it to her.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. I'm a little slow. God, I was really hoping that fucking control undead would work. I really just needed a puppet.
So did you say that a bunch of undead have emerged from the house?
Right.
Well, there you go. You can use one of them.
That's if Dan will allow me to reuse control undead.
Oh, do you only?
I only get one because I'm a paladin, but it recharges on short rests.
Take a short rest now.
We cannot literally rest now.
That was a joke. Dan will just pause the game for us.
Yeah, Dan, can you just pause the game for like an hour so we can rest?
You got it.
While you're resting, roll initiative.
Oh yeah, I should probably get that. Oh, they're ghouls too. That would have been so good for a minion. Or gas. I can't tell the two apart actually.
Oh, we've got a variety here.
Oh, there's ghouls and gas. I know at least one of those is a ghoul and one of those is a gas. Oh, fuck, that's gonna be so cool to have. If I had the necklace of adaptations, I wouldn't even smell the fucker. Holy shit, that was awful. Oh.
We got Shantala.
It's
We got
higher than a one.
We'll get initiative for everybody.
One of these days, I'm gonna roll good initiative.
Thank you have at least once or twice not rolling.
I've rolled below 10 on every initiative. I have a little list.
I thought you like rolled over 10 once and you were like really surprised.
No, I rolled a 9 and I was really surprised.
That's what it was, yes.
Oh, it's all relative.
I've never rolled above a 10.
All right.
Hooked up on me.
Like, Evie rolled a natural 1 and got higher than me.
Fleet of Foot Fancy goes first.
I'm weighing my options. First thing I'm going to do is cast on Valmo, Silas, and does it? Last chance, or I'll cast it on myself.
Well then, I will take those hit points, and I would love to just move into melee.
Yeah, me too.
With this.
All right. I'm going to give Shantala the option to move and the extra hit points. And I can use that
Velmo.
What?
In
I am
front
going
of
to
me.
use Hypnotic Pattern.
Oh,
But sincere thank you. It does not win his butt kick.
Can I get a 30-foot block?
30-foot block. Yeah, let me
For a Hypnotic Pattern,
draw one.
preferably the gold one.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This should be a 30-foot block right there. That's a 30-foot cube.
Yeah. So Valmo, you already moved up with those guys?
yeah.
I will put it over to the right side, right next to Silas. Get all those guys.
Yeah, my wisdom save is really good, and I have that card for my wisdom save, so you can just put it right on me to get the whole group.
All right.
As long as I roll decent, because I have a +7 to wisdom
I
saves.
believe I can I shape it around you? Nope, you got to roll.
Yeah, it's fine. 10, and I'll add my +6 from my card. 2, 12, I'm stunned. That's fucked. I had a +7 and I rolled a damn 3. That's it. Well, it's okay, because I almost go in.
That's classic.
Why am I not in the initiative order? Hold on. I gotta do this again. Oh, of course. When I have to put a 2 in there, now I get a high roll. 2.1. Awful.
All right, so Fancy, you cast the hypnotic pattern. You cast it over here by Silas. Um, only the zombie is going to be making a save, as the ghoul and the ghast are both immune to the charmed condition. So they can't be charmed, but the zombie can be.
Oh, that's awful.
So let's open up zombie here and give him a wisdom saving throw. He doesn't have very good wisdom, so he rolled a 0. So that shows how good his wisdom is. So he is charmed.
If someone could just shake me out of this stupor, that'd be fantastic. My turn's last.
It worked out pretty good.
So you charmed a zombie and you stunned Silas?
They're not all
um,
number 1 draft picks, folks.
Yeah, I'm charmed as well because I failed to save, even though I literally should not have if I rolled anything but a fucking 3.
Yeah, but what's the big deal of being charmed by Fancy? He's charmed everybody.
The issue is I'm incapacitated because of the spell.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to move away
Okay.
because that didn't work well.
Oh,
But if you
yeah.
take damage, you come out of it, and you're likely to take damage, so it shouldn't last for very long.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. So this ghoul here gets
And I'm
to
done.
go first, and he is attacking one of the commoners who is setting the house on fire.
Oh, those are commoners?
Yep.
Oh, they also have to make their saves for the hypnotic pattern.
We're going to assume they all failed.
Okay.
Oh, so there's only...
That changes everything.
Oh.
And since you're incapacitated,
Yeah, gets advantage on the attack.
right?
Yep.
And it doesn't do him much good,
No, I'll take that 5 slashing and end my fucking stun.
right?
Angry. I should not have failed that. I should.
All right, this ghoul takes out another commoner, another casualty, and we go to Shantala.
All right, there's a lot fewer enemies than I thought, so...
Just don't leave Fancy.
Yeah, those things kind of look like undead, don't they?
Yeah.
they
That
do.
is- That is not supposed to be a healthy, normal human, but that's
That's
supposedly
kind of what I
it
think.
is.
It's what I think Vladimir Hornov looks like.
That is
They look pretty
Barovian
bad.
commoner.
Okay, well...
Well,
I had a plan, but it's not a good plan anymore now that I know that. So...
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Well, I think I'll just do my good old standby. I'll go for. So which is which? Different things here.
This one is a ghast. This one is a ghoul. And this is a zombie.
Okay. So I'm gonna go for this one here.
Okay, the ghast.
Yeah.
Armor class 13, so that's a hit for 15 radiant damage.
And Silas will have advantage.
Right. All right, Shantala with the guiding bolt, and then we go to Chove.
All right. My hunter's mark is gone. That's great. Let's see. So, I guess I'll start on this guy over here. Focus on this big nasty guy. I'll hit him with hunter's mark really fast.
Okay.
And I will just, you know what, I'm gonna run up and whip out my spear. I keep hitting the wrong button, sorry.
No, it's okay. Here we go. First attack, not so much, but the second one, yes, ma'am. So that's a crit for 12 piercing damage.
And my bonus action was hunter's mark, so it's
14, right.
14. Yeah.
2 more, okay. Very good. And let's see, he takes full damage from that. He's not resistant to any bludgeoning or piercing or anything. And with that, we go to Val.
All right. I'm going to sneak between these two and move right here. And just hit these two with Word of Radiance.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's a con save for the zombie. He failed. And a con save for this fellow. And he made it. So 10 to the zombie, 5 to the ghast. Alright.
And that'll be it.
Alright. Zombie's gonna, he's not even smart enough to get into flanking. He's just gonna attack you. And doesn't hit. Space Bear.
All right. I'm gonna hex this guy right here. All right, and then I'm gonna hit him with some blasts.
Alright. Hex Blasts. His armor class is 12.
Ah.
So 16 points of damage. Wait. 2 points of necrotic. Because he's resistant to necrotic.
Okay.
Oh wait, is he? No, he's not. That's the other one. Sorry. So
Good choice then.
And then 12 for the force damage. Alright, nice. And then the other blast missed.
Yep.
And we go to this ghast here, who's gonna... Ooh, gonna crit you, Valmo.
So that's a Constitution saving throw.
Right.
Oh,
Okay, so not paralyzed by the touch of the ghast.
but I still take 16 damage?
You do. You do. because it was a crit. He double eights.
So is that 16 or 32?
No, 16.
Okay.
All right, and this zombie
Voice as
is
well.
charmed and incapacitated, so there's nothing he can do because of the hypnotic pattern. And we go to Everett.
Everett's moving out here. Terrified. One back. Let's do that at a. We do.
Oh yeah, there's a hit with the ice knife. So that's 5 piercing damage that you did to him.
This one.
And then he gets the saving throw against the cold damage.
Through. Missed. Shards blow up.
Missed. So
Down to
16
dex save.
points. You take him out with the ice knife.
Being back here.
What's that?
I'm hiding back here.
All right. All right, Silas.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna move past this zombie to the ghoul here, and I'm just gonna whack the ghoul.
All right.
26 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And we'll dump a second level divine smite as long as why not? It is undead. That's another D8.
So 34, 42. Correct? Smite. A mighty smite.
Okay. And I'm gonna waltz over to the zombie and hit as well. And I have advantage because it's incapacitated.
All right.
I didn't really need the advantage, but yeah. Because I think my modifier is higher than its armor class. Okay. This will just be a first level divine smite because I'm gonna get 2 extra D8 to the attack anyways.
22, 27. All right. You make, with the sun sword, you make easy work of these minor undead.
And he doesn't even get his undead fortitude because it's all radiant damage.
Right. That is correct.
And I'll use the remaining 15 feet of movement to just sort of get over here. That's my turn.
Fancy.
That's right. Now it's time to play prison rules.
What? Your prison rules. I
Oh,
ask.
you're going to find out.
Learned so much from this. Didn't know. Did to.
What you got, Fancy Pants? Shatter? You gonna catch Valmo in that conflagration?
Those are all mobs, right?
Well, these are civilians. Right.
That's a civilian?
Yeah, those are. I know they're scary looking, but they're commoners. You didn't get the memo.
That totally
I'm sorry.
changes my plans. That's fine. No, I did. That's an enemy, right?
Yes.
Dissonant Whispers.
Dissonant Whispers against the Ghast. That's a wisdom save that he made, so he takes half damage, or half as much on a successful, so 5 psychic damage, and he's not immune to psychic or anything, so he takes 5 psychic damage. Alright, and if we move on from Fancy, we go to a dead ghoul, and then a dead ghast, and back to a hexed ghoul, who is going to try to kill another civilian. And he does so. He rears up and takes a big old bite chunk out of his neck shoulder area and puts this guy down. Shantala.
Wow. All right. I think I'm gonna start with this one, and I'm gonna do the scorching ray. So see if see how successful if I have an extra one left over.
Make
Or I could fail.
Alright, so the Ghast is armor class 13, so that's 2 hits for 9 fire damage.
Okay.
So you do tag him, and he's looking in rough shape, but he's still limping along.
Wow. So 2d6 and I roll a 2. Like, really?
Right, I know, right?
Dice can be so uncommon.
Right. What you got, Chove? Whip out that spear. Okay, that first one connects and kills him. So you get the 2d6 temporary hit points for the blood spear. And you would have had to step forward for that second shot against the zombie. And I think, does a 7 hit a zombie? Armor class 8, so it missed. And then we go to Velma.
I'm gonna hit this big one with the Warhammer lights.
Velma going for the ghoul. There's a hit for 3.
And then here's the my bonus action on him again.
And 11, not so much. Just missed. They're armor class 12. So it definitely ducked your swing. As definitely as it can do anyway. And this zombie, well, let's 50-50 it. It doesn't really matter. It'll miss anyway, but it's going at Valmo. Space Bear.
Oh wait, before you move on, I just wanted to say, can I use Sentinel to attack
Oh
that
yeah,
zombie?
absolutely, you can.
Alright, just gonna hit him with the sword.
There you go, 11
Nice.
slashing damage. Very nice.
On the hexed guy, of course.
All right. So 11 points of damage blasts him into next Tuesday.
Fantastic. I'll use my bonus action to hit to hex the second guy,
All right.
and the second blast will come his way. Yeah.
All right. Everett.
Let's produce flame, the last guy.
All right, so that hits for 15 fire damage, and then their undead fortitude.
Crap.
Unless the damage is radiant or from a critical hit. So we won't drag this out. It's a zombie with 1 hit point. There's 7 of you. You kill it. Undead fortitude notwithstanding. All right, so a minor undead battle. However, a few civilian casualties definitely occurred. Let me come back here.
Not what they deserved. Robbing us.
So a few villagers that were downed still cling to life and are calling out for help.
Oh, they're not actually dead?
Nope.
Oh. Okay.
Many of them, because we have some.
You don't need to waste
like-
health slots. The ones that are on the ground screaming, I'll just use 1 point of lay on hands to make sure they don't die. They won't learn anything from this. It's just depressing.
They might.
They look pretty miserable. They might be better off.
Let them go.
Miserable.
Oh,
But they're
no,
not
you
really
can't.
going to pass on, though, because the ones without souls are just going to fade out of existence. The ones with are just going to get recycled.
They might have family and friends that care about them.
That is true. How many are on the ground? And just so I know how many points I need to use.
There's 3 of them down.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll give them each exactly 1 hit point.
Okay, that's enough.
It's just to keep them from dying, but
Right.
they really need to reflect on their actions. If we were still in the house and they started throwing torches at it.
Let me give you your XP reward. There's 400, there's 900, and then the zombies are another 100. So 400, 900, 100 is 1400. So 200 XP each.
Okay.
All right.
Following up on that, don't we?
And several of the villagers, as the house continues to smolder, the villagers disperse, and several of them are heading back to the inn tavern, the 7 Tables.
Oh, gee. Gee.
But we want to go. We have time, right? It's still like early afternoon, right?
Yeah, if we could take a short rest, like get my channel divinity back, that would be fantastic.
Right. So it is getting to, at this point, after a little recovery. We'll put it. Let me just check. Let's put it right now. Let's advance the clock 3 hours. So it is like 4 in the afternoon. It's getting to be the last few hours of daylight.
Is that after the short rest?
I believe
That
so.
is correct, right?
Has the blizzard hit yet?
Yes, it hit yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not
Yeah,
realize.
there's
Okay.
and I apologize if my descriptions were lacking, but there is a nice fresh blanket of snow all over everything here in Erasmus.
It says it's a hot fall day.
That can't be believed. Just ignore that.
Yeah, Dan, it's a hot all day.
You're at elevation now. That's what it is, down at sea level, but you're at
Of
elevation.
course.
Is there
Yeah.
even any sea in Barovia?
No, there is not.
So there's a real
They
chance
are
we're like
landlocked.
thousands of feet above of sea level because there's no sea for reference.
Right.
Well, I believe it's time we go talk to this. I don't know her name. I just know the name of the letter. I just know the letter.
Falinescu.
Yeah. Well, we need to go to talk to Falinescu.
Now remember, she was a friend of Alina.
You're just gonna have to go.
I'm sure
Right,
this will be a pleasant conversation.
But she thinks that Alina is dead, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
She wasn't present for the hanging, was she?
No, she's been out of town.
Yeah. Okay. But I mean, with this letter, there's a decent chance that she's in town.
So what are these like lines with the
They're like cliff faces.
Oh. Okay. Did you draw this?
I did not. This was lifted straight from the Adventurers League. That they every time, or I shouldn't say every time, but a lot of the times, they have, with the release of a book, there has been a corresponding Adventurers League series to go along with said book. And Misty Fortunes and Absent Hearts was the title of the 14-part adventure that they released for Adventurers League to coincide with Curse of Strahd, which is why I decided to try to marry them together. Honestly, I think it needs a little revision. I think directly as written, it just needs refinement. Because running it as a 14-part adventure, I'll tell you, you guys are sitting here and you're already talking about going to Glovia, and that is, like, good on you that you put it together, and you're heading that way. But I've had groups that figured things out early on, and they kind of jump through different episodes. So I think some of these episodes can really be combined and condensed. I think I'm gonna have to set myself to an editorial task eventually of really kind of bringing this in and refining it a little bit more. But as of now, I'm running it kind of as presented. So you can take comfort in the fact you're getting an authentic Adventurers League experience at the very least. So,
Hey, I'll take it. It's been fun so far.
right. So, yeah, things are wrapping up here. It's starting to wind down for the afternoon and night. People are starting to huddle indoors more. It is much colder. You've got your cold weather gear on, up at this again at this elevation.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you want to head for the inn, I assume, where you've been staying while you're in town.
We actually haven't stayed anywhere. We haven't spent a night yet.
Oh,
But
that's right. No, yeah, that's a
But
good point.
I thought we were going to go to the manor.
Right. Okay.
Can we get there in time?
Yeah,
It's only
yeah.
gonna be like
Yeah, it's not that far. The scale on this map is each square is 50 feet, so
Oh,
it's
okay.
not like
Yeah.
it's a few minutes. It's not a tremendous amount of time. But
Got it.
let me see what I can tell you there. Um, So there is a road from the village, although it has not seen wagon or carriage traffic in years, and is now nothing more than a footpath. The enormity of the home is in sharp contrast to the buildings you have seen so far in the area. Once a lavish estate that surely hosted many grand affairs, Thalanescu Manor has fallen into dilapidation from neglect. An imposing granite structure perched on a bluff, the home boasts an impressive view over the Svalak woods to an ominous castle, Castle Ravenloft in the distance. In the front of the estate, there is a circular path for carriages. Multiple gargoyles stare down from their parapets, and huge black wooden doors with rusted iron bindings offer a cold reception.
now I might be a little paranoid, but is there any way to tell if those gargoyles are just gargoyles?
I don't know that there is.
Okay. Because Barovia is
You
just
watch them for a while and they don't move, so there's that.
yeah. Yeah. We're so
Oh, is there a
fucked.
doorbell? Knocker?
So, again, Chov and Shantala, you are able to put together that the doors don't appear to have been used in a very long time. There's also a path that leads to a side entrance on both sides of the manor.
Well, should we try a side door then?
Sounds like a good idea.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we just go in the
We should knock.
knockers?
Feeling there's a reason why the front door hasn't been used in a while. Can't hurt to, just do a brief recon. No walking into.
Okay, I'm discovering that I'm using an outdated copy of the game that does not have the right map. So let me copy it over from the master game.
Oh, I think we should assume that since we're friends of Alina, she would be we'd be on good terms with her to begin with.
Or at least some neutral terms.
Some kind of like mutually exclusive term.
Have we met her before?
No.
All right. What do we know about her?
She was Alina's
Is it
friend.
Elena?
Yeah, that's about it. You don't know too much.
Got my little werewolf doll then.
I'm setting you guys up on another map that I have. Just bear with me 1 second. Okay, off to the Falinescu Manor. So
I keep hearing Falinescu, but I've played a lot of Resident Evil, and I just keep on thinking Dimitrescu. I can't get rid of it.
I never played Resident Evil beyond the Resident Evil 2, so I don't know much of the lore.
That's unfortunate.
I understand there's a lot of it.
Number 7's real. Number 7 and 8 are pretty good.
Right.
Game or the movie?
The movies. Ooh. No.
That answers my question.
So again, you're at the front entrance here, and it doesn't look like these doors have been used in a while. And there's a path leading to either side of the manor.
Doesn't look very big.
And there doesn't appear to be anybody home.
I can't see the door.
You know, it's funny how they list it, because there's a basement level, and the doors are technically on the basement level, so there must be some kind of elevation change as you come along the side of the house. I'm going to move you down, Shantala, so you can see. This is where you can see the door. You see it there?
Oh, that tiny thing is the door?
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna knock.
There is no answer, and I don't think you hear anything but save for maybe the drip of water.
Okay.
The side door that you are at appears to have recently been used. The door was not locked.
It's not locked?
It is not.
Oh, I still want to assume that this is someone that we can be friendly with, in spite of her nasty note. So I don't really want to break in or go in. But I don't know what you all think.
And I think it's me acting under the guise of being friendly and until we're given a reason not to, I guess.
I don't see why we should. I think we should go through the front. Did her nasty note say?
If he didn't bring her the thing, she was going to make his
Yes.
death really exceptionally miserable.
That note.
We could use fancy as a musical telegram.
I am both for and against that at the same time.
You could
Graham.
see under her window.
Hold a little radio over your head.
I don't know. That's all I got.
There's no lights on inside.
No.
It's gonna be no one. If anyone objects, Everett's gonna. I hear no objection.
Yeah, just go in. You want me to turn you invisible?
Knock, knock, knock. Ooh, can I be invisible? That would be fun. Knock, knock, knock.
Yeah, you're invisible.
All right, let me open those doors.
Am I invisible?
So this grand foyer is obviously made to impress. The ceiling is open to the second story and ultimately to a glass-paned roof, which is currently leaking very badly. Pillars line the sides of the room, supporting an overlooking rail on the second story and an impressive staircase is opposite the door.
It's the red things.
The red things are curtains. Got it. I see them now. Okay. Yeah, they're just drapes against the wall.
I'm doing this alone. Oh, come.
Okay, freeze. Right there.
Oh, that's.
Clap your hands.
You're undetectable. Don't worry about it. You're invisible.
Yes.
Actually, how much do you weigh?
A lot.
Is it less than 200 pounds?
Yes.
All right, so the floor
40.
cracks. This entire area is very, very weak. And if anyone heavier than you were to step on this, they very well might fall through. But you are light enough that you are able to not plummet through to the basement below.
Ooh. River doesn't like being in here alone. Go back to the door and say,
You're totally safe.
I'm by myself. Come out with me.
Anything on the inside?
So do I know that I just stepped on something?
Yes. Yeah, the trap is there now and apparent to everybody. Not that it's a purposeful trap, it's more of a house neglect trap.
Watch your step. It's over on this side of me. Where?
You get a little hallway with a window that ends in another door that I'll pop open for you. And Everett, you are in a dining room, a once elegant room that has not been used for its purpose in many years. A large table bearing a cobweb-draped candelabrum is surrounded by chairs that have been covered with linens to shield them from the dust. The wall at the southern end is adorned with the Falinescu family crest. You can see a stairway going up and two more doors out of this room.
I like being alone. There's nothing good on the table.
No.
I go in this room.
That is once a place where the men would adjourn after meals. The room has not been used in quite some time. On the wall, various weapons are displayed.
Weapons?
Weapons. There are 4 long swords, 2 shields, 2 daggers, and a great sword.
That can't carry any.
Sorry, this is a curtain right here.
Yes.
And I pull back the curtain.
It's just like a decorative tapestry on the wall.
Oh, okay. And then there's a door here.
Yeah, there's a door.
I would like to open said door. Oh god, more hallway, more doors.
Nobody wants to walk on the carpet, huh?
So I'm gonna start with this door here.
Just a water closet. Room
Okay.
has a small table with a wash basin.
These lead back out to the main hall, so I'm not going to worry about those. Keep going down the hallway, see if I can find anything neat. I'll wait for the rest of the party to get over here before we start opening more doors.
Is door open to where they are?
I
Hi.
just opened it for you.
Is here. Who's everybody? I shove into Silas just so he knows that.
Gonna just sort of push you away out of my space.
Visible.
Right.
It's this door.
A plush sofa and chairs, as well as a broken mirror and wash basin, are in the outer section of this room. A latrine shielded by a curtain lines the north wall.
It's the little girl's room. The door up here.
A closet. Room contains heavy cloaks and coats on pegs, but is otherwise empty.
Okay. I'm gonna open the door to this room here.
You know what, though? Hold on a second, Everett. As you are sifting through the coats and cloaks on the pegs in the closet, you catch the macabre specter of a young girl, younger than you, hanging from a noose in the back of the closet. But as soon as you catch sight of it and look again, it's gone.
What was that? I can't talk. I'm invisible. Everyone knows I'm here.
Oh, if you're invisible, then I suppose maybe that didn't happen. Shit, I forgot you're invisible. Never mind, I said any of that.
I don't know anything
I
about it.
didn't hear.
Right. You know nothing.
Nothing happened. It's just a coat rack.
Right.
Hmm?
Everett's invisibly opening more doors.
Run around to join.
He wants to see what's in everything here. So you've entered a library up there, Everett. The library is in better shape than the rest of the manor. The walls are lined with books, and the furniture is comfortable and plush. In the northeast wall, a rich wooden staircase leads to the next floor, and at the center of the room is a table and serving set surrounded by several reading chairs.
Yes. Ow, Silas, she's just.
Probably shouldn't go wandering off on your own again.
Be
I'm gonna take a
dangerous.
quick
Much more
look through
careful.
these bookcases.
The subjects focus heavily on anatomy and physiology, as well as other books on mechanics, physics, and engineering.
Okay. Nothing interesting of the sort.
The serving set, there's a smell of cinnamon clove spice cider coming from it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look at that one because it smells kind of neat. Then probably realize that it's not really that useful and put it back. And where is everybody else? There's Valmo.
Right.
Right, there's more areas to explore on this floor, so come with us. I would love to open this dining room. I would love to open this door.
You want to open that door?
Yes.
All right. Let me tell you what you see. You
Oh, sorry to be a goddamn rug is smothering.
the looks like someone has taken an axe to a harpsichord in most of the furnishings. You see evidence of the remains of a frame that once held the family portrait in place over the fireplace. As you enter the room, the ghostly specter of a young girl manifests before you, and she jumps up and down excitedly, um, squawking about new friends and how excited she is that you're here.
I'm gonna just do a quick divine to see if this is an illusion or an actual ghost.
It is a ghost. It is given off an undead confirmation.
And who are you exactly?
Isabella.
Small one.
And who destroyed the fine musical instrument?
She doesn't know, but she agrees it's very sad.
So what are you doing here then?
Oh, I live here.
Anybody else live here?
Let me just reread role-playing Isabella. Yes, I live here with Mommy. Mommy's away right now, though.
Is she like you, or is she not a ghost?
No, Mommy's still alive. But I can do this. And she gets up and runs head first into the wall and plunges straight through it. After a moment, she comes back and she says, "See that?"
That is pretty interesting.
Amazing.
Where does your mommy usually, how long is she usually gone for?
I don't know. I hope she's back soon, though.
Because I really just want to use this. I am gonna try and use Control Undead.
Okay.
Because it does not require, it's not technically a charm effect, so it should work. I just want to see it work once. Yes! I failed to save!
Right.
Yeah. So I have control of a ghost child. You let us know when she gets back.
How will I do that? I'm not allowed to leave the house.
We're gonna stick around for a little bit and look around. Actually, perhaps you could help us with that. We're looking for a small powder box.
I don't know anything about that.
Are you lying
Isabella,
to me?
how old are you?
I believe she's 9.
Do you know where her quarters are?
Yeah, Mommy, the bedrooms are on the second floor. I have a bedroom up there, too.
Your bedroom?
Though I don't have to sleep.
That sounded really... Sorry.
Could you please show us to your mother's room?
I can't, mommy.
She
I'm not
has
allowed.
to.
I'm not allowed. Oh, right. Can
The
you
target must
please?
obey
That's
my
right.
commands.
Show us mommy's room. All right. Come on. She floats up directly through the ceiling.
I'm gonna start heading upstairs.
Where are the stairs?
Oh, they're over in the library.
One on the left and one
Yeah.
on the right.
So I'm gonna head upstairs.
There's also right here in the middle.
Oh.
Those stairs.
I appreciate you trying to say that she couldn't do it, Dan, but I have the control here.
I forgot for a second. All right,
And
everybody
that's for
was.
24 hours, and there's no save. There's no repeated save. All right. Ooh, what's all this stuff?
So let me finish moving everybody up there. We got everybody. Shantala and Space Bear still.
Yeah, I'm still missing.
Did you get fancy up there?
I was stuck in the hall.
There we go.
Yeah, how's that?
Yep.
Fancy's really good at charming people. I'm just really good at getting the undead to do what I say. Except when they turn to ash.
Minor detail.
So this
Minor
room
detail.
is clearly an inventor and craftsman's workshop. All types of contraptions lie about the floor and workbenches. Cogwheels, springs, and other mechanical objects you've never seen before are scattered everywhere. Many toy soldiers and mechanical men lie about. Some of them hang from the rafters, swinging slowly as their eyes appear to follow your movements. There are also a few human and larger sized mechanical arms, some with weapon modifications.
Do the arms seem like functional, or do they just seem like, or they literally just like regular prosthetics where they're kind of useless?
They go beyond simple prosthetics. They seem to be more mechanical in nature.
Okay. Is one of them just a blade instead of a hand?
Right.
That's pretty cool.
As
I'm
you
not gonna take that yet.
As you inspect the workbenches, you find a wood box inlaid with brass, glass, and colored crystals. It's a peculiar object.
Yeah, I could take a look at it.
It has a fist-sized brass handle, and it has one button on each side and a single keyhole in the front below the handle. It is accented in brass with unusual additions of glass and colored crystals.
Is it locked?
Um, the key, it's not apparent where the key for this is, but it doesn't open like a box per se.
Okay.
You find notes on the bench that detail that this is in fact a controller, and you have to input a series of controls to activate and control some of the toy soldiers in the room.
That is an interesting thing. I'm gonna give it to Everett because it seems like something he'd enjoy.
Bang me first. Wait, I'll bang into you. Banging into you.
Here, take this. It controls a bunch of toy soldiers.
Oh, that sounds like fun. How do I control them?
Does it seem like it has any control over the mechanical arms, or do those seem more magical in nature?
It's you can't tell just by your inspection of them, right?
However, I can tell if I just cast Detect Magic.
You're picking up on magic coming from the controller box,
But not from the arms.
but not from the arms.
Okay, so these aren't the common magic item, prosthetic arm.
The box is holding them.
What type of magic is coming from the magic box?
I'm not certain off the top of my head, but I don't think it would be
Maybe enchantment.
dramatically impact. Yeah, default enchantment.
Okay. Well, this room is both impressive and kind of mundane, given all the items here. I'm more interested in where the little ghost girl went. I'm going to open this door.
Bella. I'll to her.
Yeah, I'll call to the. I'll just call out to the little girl.
Hello.
Tell her to come. Tell her to come here because if she's within earshot, she must.
Right.
It's just a wonderful ability.
So, Isabella had risen straight up through the ceiling, of course, and was here waiting for you on the second floor. You had wanted to take her to her mother's quarters.
Yes.
And she was still doing that. It is this room up here.
Fantastic. I mean, I can just walk down and walk back up these stairs here.
Right.
So I'm just going to go and follow Isabella to their mother's room.
Go into the other.
And then I'm going to ask her to stand guard outside the door.
Got it. Okay. So, both of these rooms are locked.
Okay. Does your mother have the key?
She shrugs. She doesn't know.
Okay. I don't suppose any of you could get this door open without breaking it?
Nope.
Fuck. Yeah, I might actually have to learn how to do some lockpicking just for this very specific scenario we're in.
Always find the key.
I could always find the key.
What is the door made out of?
It's just a wooden door.
Can I cast Shatter on it?
I don't think breaking the door is a great idea. I think we want to be a little more quiet about this.
Will she go unlock it for us?
Do you know where the... can you unlock the door for
Just
us,
an option.
Isabella?
She can't.
That's
And she doesn't know
unfortunate.
where the key is.
Can she go through the wall and open it from the inside?
She can go through the wall, but she can't unlock the door.
Oh, it's like one of those old
Right.
fashioned.
Yeah.
Is there another room we could go into? Like an adjoining room?
Well, the door right next to it is also locked. But you've got other rooms to explore up here.
About down here.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have Isabella follow me then. Actually, no, I'm gonna have Isabella follow Everett.
Oh, come with me, Isabella. So she's a ghostess.
So deep red cloth lines the walls, and several rows of chairs line the length of the room, each one containing a marionette puppet or doll. A small stage has been erected in the southeast corner of the room.
Oh, this
Box
is
in my
deeply
hand, doing it.
upsetting.
Maybe the box in my.
Yeah.
Maybe we could ask Isabella what the stage is for? Like what they were performing?
They do puppet shows. Some of her daddy's mechanical men will perform and do tricks.
How does this box work?
Well, you found instructions for how to do it back in the lab. You'd have to go back to the lab to review those.
Isabella, could you fetch the instructions for us?
And she does so. And it
Um,
gives you a series of inputs to activate the box.
Okay. So we'll do that series box.
So as you input the controls, a number of the marionette puppets in the room and toy soldiers spring to attention, jump down from their perches, and form a little formation at you and offer a quick and sharp salute and reporting for duty.
What is
Sweet.
Alice? Alice, what do I do?
I mean,
See me. I
make
can
them
but I
march.
get the box.
General Everett.
Abort. Out face.
And they do a lift up one leg and spin 90 degrees and firmly plant their foot.
Forward. March.
And in perfect unison, the little click clack of their wooden feet against the floor as they start to march around the room.
Halt.
Again,
Please.
they light up a cigarette.
I kind of wish I kept the box because for a while I used to be a drill instructor for cadets. Like, know all the
It's like
commands.
Toy Story.
On. Thanks for the box, Silas.
Yeah, and Silas will just start sort of using the box and just start of getting them to start like doing just drill routines, like fancy shit.
Fancy's gonna write a song for him.
Yeah,
Going up, sir.
I'm gonna try and get them to march in an iron cross.
That's all. Nobody knows the movie. Ever saw Stripes?
Oh yeah,
No.
yep.
The ones. Is there anything else in this room other than just a bunch of marionette dolls?
Nah, just the dolls.
I wonder if I can. I'm gonna put the toy soldiers on the stage and get them to do something. Do they have like little weapons on them, or is
They
it just
do
like
little bayonet rifles.
little? Oh, they have rifles. Nice. I want to test if they actually work, so I'm gonna have them form a line on the stage
Right.
and fire the rifles
They form a
in the
firing
air.
squad and and aim in the air, and little corks pop out of the end of their guns.
This is the best thing ever. I'm so keeping these.
Get your own little minions.
Exactly, it's my own little entourage of like toy soldiers. This is everything I could have dreamed of. Do they count as? Would they technically count as a swarm if I put levels if I became a swarm keeper ranger?
Oh my god.
We could research it for certain.
I would love to have
That's
these
impressive.
things. I would willingly put levels into ranger just to have these as a swarm.
I'm going to pick one of them up. How big are they? They're not very big, right?
No, about 6 inches.
Oh.
How many are there?
There's a half dozen of them.
Half dozen of them. All right, I'm going to just hold on to this. So I'm going to order them to march into my bag.
Okay. They do.
These are mine now.
Everett has the box. They listen
I
to
have.
him.
He passed the buck to me.
Oh, did he? I missed it.
Oh, actually, that's not what happened. He took it. Silas is
Silas is a
the
big
toy
meanie.
away from me.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
really
going
hard to do when I'm invisible.
Yeah, I'm going to absolutely become a Stormkeeper Ranger. Just have these little toy soldiers.
But I've got the werewolf.
You got the werewolf. I've got the toy soldiers.
Where's Isabella?
Yeah, she's
she
supposed to be
was
following.
she was here following along with you and clapping along as the soldiers did their tricks.
Okay. What do these marionette dolls do, Isabella?
Um, they're just more of Daddy's inventions.
Do they do anything?
Where's Daddy?
They on almost on cue, they all the marionette dolls sitting in the chairs all around the room all turn and turn their heads in unison to stare at you, Silas, to answer your question.
Well, dance, I suppose. See
These
if they're
ones,
gonna
Add 'em to
respond
the
to
these
that.
ones
swarm.
aren't controlled, but they are animated.
No, I'm not gonna add these ones to the swarm because the idea of marionette dolls instead of toy soldiers is frightening.
But
Um,
maybe they'll dance with you.
that's terrifying. I'm just gonna slowly back out of the room.
Right.
I don't like any of this. I'm just gonna leave. Cho should probably get out because marionette dolls are creeping me out. But I got the toy soldiers, so I see this as an absolute win.
Isabella asks if you want to see her bedroom.
I would love to see your bedroom.
And she runs through this door right here. And it opens behind her. Opening the door, you are struck by how clean and well kept this room is. No dust can be found. White furniture, pink frills, and dolls of all kinds are throughout the room. Shelves line the south wall and are stuffed full of books, toys, and dolls that have been carefully arranged.
If my detect magic is still going because it goes for 10 minutes,
Right.
is this an illusion?
No.
Oh, wild.
You hear the sound of a music box begin to play, and Isabella asks if you like her room. Isn't it wonderful?
This is surprisingly clean. It's refreshing from the depressing outside.
She
You
begins.
have a favorite doll?
His way of saying it's the best room in the house, Isabella.
Right. And she begins showing you her various toys and treasures.
Okay.
But we should probably not linger too much longer.
Well, we are just waiting for the lady of the house to return.
We are?
Well, we need to talk to her if she has something very important of ours. Well, not of ours, but something very important.
Don't you think she'll be like pretty upset that we just walked into her house?
Yes, but we have a number advantage, so I'm not too worried.
Dan Powers.
Look, I get that you're going for a more persuasive, diplomatic way about this, but I'm just looking at this as it is. Everything here wants to kill us, so we might as well just expect everything to want to kill us, regardless of intent.
Well, nothing's tried to kill us.
What do you think? Life is some big game?
Nothing has killed us has tried to kill us in this house yet. But I mean, we've already almost been killed several times throughout this entire land, so it's more just a precaution.
Bella,
Yes.
which was I'd like the other Gentala or Chove that asked with what's favorite doll.
Without hampering your DM with having to improv those details, she
Oh,
goes.
I want Dan to improv those
She
details.
goes on and on about which one is her favorite, and why it's her favorite, and
And
why
tell
it
us which
should be
one's the
your
favorite.
favorite. Kitty Carryall,
Oh,
because
really?
it actually wets herself, and
Oh, Rob.
and so it's and she vomits, so it's her favorite doll.
I feel like I've seen this doll. I feel like I've seen this exact doll before.
Because for some reason they like to make toys for little girls that are weird.
Yeah, they're really weird. Like, it's kind of unsettling.
So, fun fact, just outside of the dad actually a maker. His expertise in dolls. Thumbelina was actually. Yes, they did do the wedding and that.
So your mic cut it a bunch there, missed most of it.
Oh, sorry, really? Then I'll
Yeah.
stop touching it. My dad was a toy maker. His expertise
Oh.
was in dolls.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
He was around Thumbelina and the Chrissy and Velvet dolls, which long hair and all the stuff that dolls do. I grew up seeing. Really
Oh
weird.
wow.
That's really cool, actually.
But I digress. Back to Isabella.
Back to Isabella and the Falinescu Manor.
I didn't think it a doll at this level of technology to do all these things. I'm amazed. Sure, it's an art. It's probably just some an artificer doll maker that did that. Right. Is there anything else of it? There's a door right here, if I think, right?
There is a door, but
Ooh.
you can't get it to budge.
Isabella, would you mind seeing what's on the other side of this door?
She says that's her parents' old bedroom.
Huh. Well, would you mind to see what's blocking the door then?
She says nothing.
I'm gonna ask that
Oh,
you.
your detect magic
Yeah.
is up, right?
Yeah, my detect magic is definitely probably over, but I'm telling her, I'm commanding her to go to the other side and tell us what's blocking the door.
Right, and she tells you nothing is physically blocking the door.
Okay, so it's just closed. My detect magic is
Closed,
probably up. So.
and at the same time, you can't get it to budge open.
I mean, we've come across doors that have been barred by magic. Is there some kind of check I can make to see if this is just magic?
Make an Arcana check.
Oh boy, intelligence. Holy shit.
Yeah, you get the feeling this might be an arcane lock.
Okay. Well, unless anybody has dispel magic or some other way of opening an arcane lock, we're not getting through this door.
Fancy as dispel magic.
Fancy, you are my new best friend.
Dispel magic?
Yes, smell magic. It's like detect magic, but worse.
Doll's eyes.
Isn't there a
Right.
spell that will unlock stuff too?
Knock.
I don't have it. Yeah, I don't have it.
Fancy, if you could-
magic too.
If one of you could kindly remove this magical lock.
Drop your invisibility on me.
Oh, wait a second. You were talking about this door, right, Silas?
The one right here? Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay, just making sure.
Yep. Because I saw like there's like this little nub here. I thought, is that a door? That's magically locked, right?
And now open. Thanks
Thank
to
you, Fancy.
Fancy's dispel magic.
I imagine it was like the sickest loot solo ever.
The doll's eyes remind Fancy of the shocks.
Yeah.
So this is a small dressing chambers for the lord of the home. Clothes are scattered all around the floor, and the furniture is smashed to bits.
Can I take a look around the room then, see if there's anything of use?
Nothing, right?
Okay.
That door.
Well, there is this other door here. Show if you would mind.
Yeah, might as well. I don't have the spell.
Oh,
This is
Ooh.
a regular door.
Oh boy.
And it opens into what was once the master bedchambers. This room has been cleared of any bedroom furniture, and now 5 large tables have bodies in various states of autopsy or assembly. It's difficult to tell which. Body parts have been combined and stitched together, creating massive hulking cadavers, some with mechanical parts attached using horrific procedures. Other tables hold all manner of various body parts, vial reagents, and surgical instruments. Many scientific anatomy books, diagrams, and notes lie scattered about, and an alchemy station is next to a door on the west side.
Isabella, do you know what your mother was making here?
Uh-uh. Mom's
You don't
work is
know?
very boring.
Is she friends with the abbot?
Who's the abbot?
It doesn't know. Oh, this is the abbot. I just sort of show her the head.
Oh, why she's 9?
They're on the belt. She would have seen them at our first encounter.
She's 9, Silas. She's 9.
And
She's already dead, so you know.
she's literally dead.
Do we want to traumatize a 9-year-old ghost?
Oh, I'm
no.
sorry.
She's already probably traumatized. She's a ghost.
I'm sorry. Were the autopsy corpse not traumatizing for the 9-year-old?
I don't think
But-
she's
but-
aware
feel
that
like-
they are.
There's
But
always
the
been-
head, but the preserved head on the belts that is incapable of rotting is too much.
Just tell her they're toys or something.
Yeah,
There's been a lot of
exactly.
lines crossed here.
No
They're
kidding.
mommy and daddy's toys. That's really.
I'm gonna just go check out the. I'm not the best equipped for this because my intelligence is 10. But I'm gonna look at the. I'm gonna just check some of the corpses, see if there's anything off about them.
All right.
Well, other than the fact that they're autopsied.
As soon as you get within 5 feet of the table here at the end, how does it? I want to.
Oh fuck! These are flesh columns, aren't they?
Right.
I was about to say, I thought they were going to be like reborn characters.
It says if the adventurers approach within 5 feet. The golem awakes and attacks. Okay, so
Oh, the bastard!
we will drop him onto the board. Here
Yeah, flesh columns.
is
Ew.
a construct. Now this one has a massive mechanical pincer coming off of its side. So it's a unique flesh golem. And since we are right here at the at a few minutes left before the 10 o'clock hour tonight, I won't start a combat right here because that will take us late. So we will wrap it up here at this point with this flesh golem sitting up on the table. This one with this Mikasa, almost like a scorpion tail, but coming out of his side.
So this is just Mecha Abbott then.
Right. This is a little something different. But yeah, that's where we'll pick up next Monday night. We'll pick up with this fight here in Galovia's laboratory.
Could you give me access to Isabella's NPC sheet because I'm gonna use her in combat?
She is a standard ghost.
Okay. I would love to be able to have a ghost defend me, even though it literally is a 9-year-old.
Right.
Talk about traumatizing.
What's going to happen? Are you going to
faster,
get her
bro.
killed? It's not like you can get her killed.
Yeah, no, she's already dead. I can't get her more killed.
Right. All right, excellent, guys. So we will wrap it up for this week, and thank you all again for coming. You guys did excellent. You've stumbled into the home way before you should. So you're forcing me to kind of adapt on the fly here. There was supposed to be all these other events that transpired before you got here. So I'm kind of having on the fly to retrograde it. Like, no, this isn't here yet. This isn't here yet. So you're keeping me on my toes, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So thank you all, and
Thank you, Dan.
and have a great week, and be safe out there, and we will see you next Monday.
All right. Have a good night.
All right.
Always a pleasure, guys.
Absolutely,
guys.
absolutely, guys.
Way to go.
I'm just gonna put something in the Discord because I did just use Control Undead to take control of a 9-year-old ghost, and I'm feeling pretty proud of myself.
You've been waiting for that one. I know
I've
you've
been waiting
for
so long to use it, and it worked.
It's a good power to have, and it's
Fancy
a good game to
suggest.
have that power, right?
I was supposed to have the white, but it just turned to ash. But now I have the 9-year-old girl who wasn't allowed to do anything, but I could just overwrite that because I'm powerful.
You big bully.
Big bully. This is more gaslighting than bullying, really, which is even worse.
All right,
I feel
everybody.
like he's empowering the child. You know,
Right,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
All right. Take care.
he's helping
care,
her.
everybody.
He's helping her stick up for herself.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
All right, have a good week.
All right, guys. See you next week.